Hello, everybody. How's it going? What's up? How it do? Ah, fuck. So you might notice I look a little different today. You might think that has something to do with Halloween, but no, this is just how I actually look on the regular basis. Hi, War. Hello. Hi. I hope y'all are doing well today. I hope no one's getting too wrapped up in the shit show around Veilguard. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to be going to complete this timed side thing because I am. I don't know why. I'll be real with you. This is unnecessary. 7.8 out of 10. I actually intend to get it. Fuck. The fuck you mean? Thankfully, I can purchase it on Steam and I can fuck around with it. And if I don't like it, then I can just be like, nah, give me my money back. Which is honestly one of the best things they've done. The best things they ever did for Steam. I think I just can't get to the place I'm trying to get to. Cause it wants me to go to Transit Corridor North, which I assume I've been to the turntable. How the fuck did I get there? Fucking labyrinth. I've been there before. How did I get there? Hi, Umbra. No, none of you assholes. How's it going? Fine, boomers. Have you never tried it? It's a good game. This is my first time playing it, but I've seen it played before. I know the general overview of the whole story and everything. Fuckers. Hate these enemies so much. Hi, thanks for resub. Fucking. Femship versus the Backrooms is a relatively accurate, but also very wrong summation of the game. But it's got the vibe, right? Oh, wait a second, that's right. I maxed out stuff. Okay. Does indeed have the vibe right. Do you know what the vibe being described is? I know you came in just now. If the BC opens back up, there's going to be a hell of a hiring cycle. There really is, yeah. They're gonna be a little short on manpower after this. Just tuned in, you said something about the vibe being right. Umbra said that he's had the game in his library for a while, and that he's heard the vibe of the game, but hasn't played the game, excuse me, getting ahead of myself. But he's heard the vibe of the game is Femshep versus the Backrooms. which is kind of right, but also kind of not. Is it through here? Hello, GeForce. Hello, everyone. Do I need to go into the damn... No. I was gonna say, do I need to go back into the fucking clock threshold? But that's not where it is. Strong headred with a gun slays everything. Pretty much friendship. Yeah, I mean, sure. But there's a little bit more... like I said, the vibe's correct. But there are definite significant differences. I know Ship can have Jedi powers and shit like that, but nah. I see FBC and all I can think of is full body conversion. Too much Cyberpunk Red. Man, I kind of want to play Cyberpunk tabletop at some point. I kind of just want to play any Cyberpunk tabletop. I would prefer Shadowrun, but I don't really want to have to actually deal with Shadowrun. But Red doesn't have the magic and elves and bullshit, which I want. So, I don't know, what do? If anybody in my general gaming group is going to play Shadowrun, it's going to be because I run it. Nobody else wants to actually do it. And by nobody else, I mean Subway, because he's the only one who DMs in our group. And he does not want to deal with that either, which I understand. He never gets to play anyway. He's always DM. Actually, no, he does get to play, but, like, he's mostly a DM for us and with his other group. I'm just gonna say that, I'm not getting... See, that's the thing. I don't really mind the, like, basic mechanic of Shadowrun, but they need to pare some of the shit down a bit. Like, the hacking isn't Pathfinder grappling flowchart bad, but it's, or 3.5 grappling flowchart for that matter. But it's not great. It's definitely not great. You're stuck GMing too? Oh. Wait, shit. Oh, fuck. I forgot how to fly. Wait, what? Did it just say I had failed containment something? Huh? What? Fuck's sake. This is an annoying part of the game, and I do not like it. Wah. I have never GM'd in my life, and I am scared to do it. Because I am very hard on myself and think I would be bad at it. I do not feel I am particularly skilled at improvisation in any capacity, and that spooks me from doing the thing. How in the fuck do you get high enough to get that? Or that, for that matter.
The fuck is that?
You know, Jesse, it's a good fucking question.
It's making more clocks?
Boss fight indeed. Oh, I see. I see what's going on, and I think I'm just gonna be lazy about it. Oi! Rude ass. Hyper malicious geometry, even. Can I change my thing here real quick? I do not believe the shotgun is working very well. This is a little bit harder than I thought. If you can, I cannot calculate its surface area and volume. I'm dumb. I'm bad at math. It's one of my weakest skills. Yep, that's pretty much the situation I'd be in if I actually ran Shadowrun. I own the books. I'm the only one who really cares about it specifically as a setting. Is the big clock specifically good damage? Or...
It's making more clocks?
It has decided to shit clocks, and so I shall shit the clocks back at it. Aha! Clock this, motherfucker. Yep, that's the strat. What the fuck? Where the fuck did that guy come from? Since when is that part of the fight? The damn... I hate those guys. I hate those dudes who have the telekinetic powers as well. Just 'cause they're dicks.
The fuck is that?
Fucking political calls again. This is the 5th one today. Fuck.
It's making more clocks?
Swear to Christ. Probably more than that, and I just wasn't awake for the others. Get fucked. They keep calling me and I've already voted. They know I've already voted. God fucking damn it. That was easier than I expected. Fuck's sake! What the hell is the button for melee again? I hit what I thought it was, and I didn't do anything. So, clearly I'm wrong. But, how am I wrong? Oh... straw for my soda because if I drink it from the can like a normal person, then the camera loses my face. Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Come on, fucker. Hurry up. Do your whole look at my mechanic explanation maneuver where I can't hurt you and turn to face me. Come on.
It's making more clocks?
Come on. Quit fucking around with me. Let's go. Come on. Come on, bitch. Come on. There you go. What the God fucking damn it. Why? Why do it be like that? I did it again. God, I hate the fucking controls for the hovering shit in this game. I don't know why I'm so bad at it. I don't know anybody else who had this problem that I am specifically having. I know it's not the game. I just fucking am not in it today. I spent like 4.5 hours to do a 1 hour long workout today because my brain just cannot stay on track. I'm so fucking sick of it. Specifically today. It's bad specifically today. This was not a problem yesterday. I don't know what the fuck it is about today. It's been like this since I got up. And I am fucking upset with myself about it. Gotcha, nerd. V, that's what the fucking melee is. My skeleton does rebel. Very annoying. What the fuck? fuck? Oh. You know, maybe I'll just stay on the first platform and defend myself. Having to jump between and fly around and all this just to get in front of the damn thing to do damage to it while I'm being harassed by goddamn suicide bombers is really annoying, and I'm not enjoying it. Clot gun.
The fuck is that?
The suicide bomber assholes are my least favorite enemy in the whole fucking game, by far. And I really don't give a shit about dealing with them.
It's making more shocks?
Alright, where are the enemies at? That was oddly non-damaging. That was close. That was kind of close. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Nope. Nope, not fond of that. Not fond of that one. In the slightest. Ah. Fucking. One moment. I need to go deal with something. I'm back. Does anybody else have parents that just don't really seem to give a shit about what your schedule is? And by that I mean they don't really care to remember it when it's been the same for like months.
The fuck is that?
When a thing has been consistently there for months of time. At the same time. On the same days.
It's making more tracks?
Your dad? Doesn't that just make you feel so loved and cared for? Especially when you literally live in the same house as them. You know what? I'm just not gonna go for that one. It's a bit late. Executive personnel protection. I'm in the fucking middle of something, Bureau. I'm busy. Did they spawn at health percentages? Or did they spawn at time in the boss fight? I think you're right about it being health percentages. LeMayo. I'm not even in the stream of the books. Why does that fucking count? I hate when a fucking attack seems to have physical projectiles that matter, but then you just have to be in the area to be hit by the thing, and it just fucking destroys most of your health when you feel like you should be in a safe zone because, you know, physical projectiles. Clock boss does indeed suck. And confirmed. Come at me, asshole. Come on. Fucker. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say anything good specifically about the bosses in Control. You have to have the flight ability to actually get to the boss arena anyway. And jumping from platform to platform has gotten me killed more often than not. Specifically because of the enemies that spawn. motherfuckers. I hate that motherfucker. I hate those stinking flying bastards that look like they're bombers, like they're suicide bombers, but they're not. They'll pick up rocks and ram them into your fucking eye socket out of nowhere. But you can't chuck shit at them because... The only fucking enemy in the entire game that will actually dodge your shit you chuck at them. And they're also the one that can kill you the fastest.
The fuck is that?
One thing I've experienced with both of the bosses I've fought in this game so far, I really don't like that they do their whole fucking intro to how the boss works every single time. It's really annoying. Alice, what the fuck? We're gonna get an enemy spawn soon. Yep, here they are. Motherfucker! Fuck off. I hate those floaty shits. They're the worst. I didn't know I could shield the bomber blaze though. That's new technology. You know what? I don't have to shoot them. They can't actually hurt me. They'll just get shotgunned by the clock and die. Come on, motherfuckers. Here we go again. I hate those boys so goddamn much. Come on, show me your fucking balls. Came over here to get health, and I'm going to fucking leave with it. God fucking damn it! Is it going faster? Am I losing my mind? No, I don't have this. It does speed up. Okay. I hate those flying bastards so much. Those Rolex into the ball. Do I need fancier clocks? Do more expensive clocks do more damage to the ball, to the clock ball emitter thing? Starts picking directions at random. Oh, good. I'm glad they fucking give any indication whatsoever that that's gonna start happening.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here. Fuck it. I don't care. If I don't need help from one of the other platforms where the guys randomly die because they show up and then get hit in the face with clocks, I'm just gonna be here. Best bet, just keep running ahead, try to ignore the enemies. You mean the ones that fly around and follow me and don't die if I don't let the clock fire at them? What worked for you? Well, you know, you're insane. Fucking Canadians and your secret magics. Okay. Won't say that for 30 minutes, I guess. Anyway. I dare you. Get the fuck out of here. Why did I take that? What? Why throw some cocks at the ball? If you know what I mean. Oh, come on. It's just about to switch to me. Fuck off. Woo! Happy Halloween! I'm not gonna lie. The boss looks rad as hell with its particle effects and stuff, but fuck these ads, man. One of you is the fucking competent one. Okay. I think I have a strat. I think I have a strat that's working. However, wish to return to shotgun. I feel it will work functionally slightly better. I'm like ass tomorrow. Jack would be nice. Yeah. I can't deny it. Or Liara. Or Samara. Or Kaden. Literally any fucking biotic, I feel. No, actually, just about anybody. Literally any help would be nice. You're gonna fucking... That's alright. Get your melee implement up here so I can beat you in the face with this pile of rocks. That was close. Yep, we're getting random now. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, little Clee. Clean forever. It is amazing. Hi, Maria. Gotcha. God damn it! Come on, I need to know. Got it!
That must be the altered item. There. No wonder the Rangers had such a hard time with that one.
Ooh, yeah, understandable. Thoroughly understand. Yeah, that was close. If that, it is a big ass anchor. That's the kind of anchor you get on like, decidedly large fishing ships. Not quite super tanker big because those are bigger even than that, but big ship. She's iron deficient, I'll have you know. Girl's gotta get her iron in, and that means you have to eat an entire fucking anchor? Well, you know, that's just how it's gotta be. I didn't get any specific powers from that, right? That was just how it be. I got points from it, but I don't think I got specific powers. Ooh, spooky. Hey, I got a thing. There we go. All right. right, let's put some points into stuff. Ooh, I got some board things. Dodge efficiency, rank 4. Ad time coming up, huh? Hiss Rangers in the containment sector. Oh, rank 5. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. Press C to slam into the ground while levitating. Okay. We have made choices. And my board countermeasures are I have. Okay, Hiss Rangers in containment. I am currently in containment. And I have things I need to do in the Panopticon, so we'll do that. Since the ads are coming up, and that's not super important. It's just kind of gameplay stuff. Let me go to the Panopticon. Okay, so we've got stuff in the sealed threshold hall. Fuck. Yay, we made it. We're all right. We're good. That was a bit spooky. You know what? It's dark in here. I'm gonna turn my under bed light off so that my camera can't see me very good, but I can see the video game. Yes. All right. No regen. None for ye. None of that now. Whoa! Fuck's sake. I love it when I dodge backwards at a... But I maintain my vertical elevation.
Looks like I need to hit that shield harder.
What? What shield? Huh?
That's an altered item up there.
It's a lantern.
Wasn't so bad.
It's a paper lantern. What the fuck? What? I've been in here, right? where we found what's his name? Isn't it? No, this is where the boss was. I understand. I shall become lost once more. The hell did that come from? Have we seen this already? You're just filming B-reel for their internal documentary shit? I mean, you get hours of fucking B-reel to sort through so that you can, like, pick the stuff that you want, I think, usually, depending. Some people do, anyway. I assume. It's not like I actually have personal experience. This is the one of the two nerds flirting. Oh, is it? Hold on. How dare you? But don't worry. Multimedia. Spare footage. Minute 46. Darling is such a dork. I always liked the Darling clips when I was watching my boy Mr. Cox play the game. Threshold Kids bits always can go fuck themselves though.
August
I don't want
4th,
nothing to do with
1964.
those.
We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th,
I know.
1968.
It's such a weird decision.
The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began
Hi,
in
Lazy.
some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
Did you find Jack's darling yet? I don't think so. Mary Ween. Mary Ween. Greetings, Sir Lazeman.
Please state your name for the record.
Paul Warren, astronaut, first class.
And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia?
Yeah. I am.
And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good?
Yeah.
Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
Ranger
what else I
Squad
haven't
Charlie
listened to?
7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold.
Fenship
just after
versus Black
0500
Mesa.
Global. Can you please state your names and
Sort
describe
of.
the purpose of your
Hey,
expedition?
Rampart. I don't got no treats for you. So,
Our mission was to
you're gonna have to do the
map
best to trick me.
G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance
Trick
and
indeed.
maintenance to the formation.
Happy
Secondary
Weensmas.
objective was not a success.
What a surprise.
And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. She was so alluring.
I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring.
Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No. Because it didn't happen.
Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
I love these I love those little bits of side things where people are like, people. I do actually honestly love the fact that the Bureau of Control is full of just like motherfuckers. they're just out here doing stuff.
Reminder. This week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be
It does give the
incinerated
world depth,
immediately.
yes.
Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
No, I didn't report it because it's bullshit. Jesus, let me go. Let me go off duty, please. I want a fucking soda. I want a bland, nondescript, non-iconic soda, please. Just anything. Just let me off of the fucking clock. Can I? Oh, right, the map is tab. I forgot. First of all, fuck you, nerds. That's wrong one. forgot that one explodes. We'll have a soda brand soda and a fibers, please, indeed. Do you think they have to change it, swap between the generic words? Because they become like too iconic of the thing that they're supposed to be representing within the bureau or some shit. Do you think it's that kind of annoying? Nondescript, unspecific snack bar flavor, my favorite. Fucking Central Research. One softened drink and a packet of shelled legumes. Snack bar. An object of power that can eliminate hunger pains and for 4 hours and 32 minutes exactly. We expect the current amount to change as soon as this one becomes something. First of all, could you not make the regenerate? You know what? Fuck it. Hey, Rocket Boy, fucking quit it. Looking for hiss nose. Got it. Yeah, I'm a fucking sniper, yo. Look at my marksmanship with the high-speed, flat projectile. Yeah. Come on, line up. Yeet is a fantastic power, however, I will say that I am still partial to shield. Just because it's a really stupid way to play a shooter. Sup, nerd? There we go. Does anybody else feel like this feels less like a research department and more like the atrium of a fucking hab building in Judge Dredd or something? Maybe not like the one that they showed in the movie, but more like, you know, an upscale one where it's actually nice to live and it's not a fucking trash fire. It's not basically a slum in a entire The dope atrium, yeah. It makes me think of the Presidium in Mass Effect a little bit. Like, it's a clearly large and urban enclosed space, but it's also, like, nice. Oh, come the fuck on. This is what society would look like if we never got rid of the McRib. What the fuck, I'm well, that's the beauty of good brutalist architecture. Yeah, it is. Fucking node in here. Shit. I agree. This is good brutalist architecture. See, that's the thing about brutalist architecture that I think a lot of people who think it's bad don't. I feel like a lot of implementation of brutalist architecture would be really, really well served by actually including green shit or, you know, colors and stuff. I don't remember how to get back to the teleportation square. Because there's an entire fucking wall that's just covered in plants right there. It's not like the whole wall, but there's a big ass section of plant right there. Enlightened brutalism. I guess you could call it that, yeah. See, and this is another thing going on here that I think really seriously enhances the feel of the place. Some of these walls have like texture going on in them. Yeah. It's less like Soviet apartment block number 687 fucking looking thing. It's concrete, but it's like artistic and decorative and stuff. And as much as I appreciate a good fucking bunker, sometimes you need a little bit of variety. Like this could, if this were underground, this would actually be a red fucking like atrium for you know, like a vault if you weren't being a shithead. You just need more concrete. The more conc the creates, the more brutalismer it is. I mean, you're not wrong. Have a stick. Okay, that'll work. At a certain point, it feels more like Google office building number 127. I don't think I've ever actually seen the inside of a Google building. Regardless, this is a neat looking room, and I said that before when while we were in here, but I mean it. I really actually mean it. Strike animation? What do you, what? What animation are you talking about? What? Oh! Oh! I remember now. Oh god, that one. Yeah, I remember now. Where the fuck are the elevators? Anyway, if I had an apartment in one of these like offshoot areas here, and this is, you know, people actually were here instead of the creepy floating stuff, I feel like I would actually like it. I feel it like it would be nice. That's all I got. Don't I have motherfuckers to kill here still? For like side mission shit? They want me to kill rangers. Generic rangers. The decor is a bit humans enslaved by the dark powers outside of reality for me, but apart from that. What do you mean? What about it? What about it gives you that energy? Huh? Oh, the floating. Oh yeah, that's what I said. That's what I mean. The floating dudes seriously detract from the ambiance. I don't want the floating dudes. And I don't want this whole thing going on here, but this like general thing, like, you know, if you cleaned it up and you got rid of the barricades and the floating dudes and all that kind of shit, you know, you had a little cafeteria, little cafe down here for the residents or people who wanted to come by and visit, and this is like, you know, bathrooms and shit, and there'd probably be a way out here, and this would be the ground floor, or it could be underground, and this is, you know, whatever. Does anybody ever want to just like live in a pit? And by a pit, I mean this kind of building, but instead of building it up into the air, into the sky, it's embedded into the fucking ground. Anybody else? Dwarfhold? Yes, exactly. Exactly that. Look, we've already gone over, we're all aware of my dwarfish tendencies, right? We've established that that is a thing. I yearn for the mines, but not actually. Are these guys rangers? These guys are rangers, right? I guess they're not. They're not counting up. You said pit. You thought of a Minecraft green top. I don't know what that means. This is jargon outside of my specific experience with Minecraft. All right, whatever. We're going in the pit. Ooh, chest. Pit, to the pit, to the pit. Pit, 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 yes. I feel like this place down here has got a bit of a mold problem we might want to deal with. I am reminded of that one vault from New Vegas that had plant people in it. And that shit always creeped the fuck out of me, so I'm not really looking forward to this. Y'all just down here, non-hostily? Hold on. Can I go into this and not die? I apparently can.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine.
I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first.
Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Areas under quarantine.
Excuse me? Are you lost?
I'm the fucking director. They dug a hole at the beach and just kept going. This does feel pretty Remnant-y, this bit here.
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
It's nice to see someone with proper
clearly
protective
doesn't know who
equipment
she's
for a
talking to.
laboratory going on in here.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me.
I am
I require samples
apparently
of various
that
mold
kind of person,
strains,
yeah.
and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie,
Mold
she's pretty, but
samples?
she's a bitch.
I thought this could spell
like her.
doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended
like her
properly,
vibe.
will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay.
So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look.
Okay, so this is a
My
threshold
name's
we don't
Jessie,
have to
by
like.
the way.
I'm sure it is.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
There is a point where it becomes too much questioning of the specific thing, though.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other.
Okay,
Of
fair
course,
enough.
Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
He kinda does. That's pretty real.
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor. A temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot. The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, One must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fair.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible.
Yeah. Flashbacks to The Last of Us. You know, honestly, if you told me that this is
My
like
pleasure.
the precursor to The Last of Us, I wouldn't be surprised that this specific bit going on here down in the DLC is just, yeah. All right, let's look at our shit here. His clusters are unique in that I have a lot of unread things that I'm gonna roll through here in a bit. His clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of Hiss resonance without need of a host. Hiss clusters are dense, spherical compressions of Hiss resonance that serve support functions in the hierarchy of Hiss entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing Hiss hosts with infusions of resonance. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted on the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than possible. The fact that the Hiss makes an effort to preserve its own corrupted hosts underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculation on my part. Can this entity be considered by an individual or simply an extension of the Hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Refer to bullshit as for a report. All right. Hiss entity, Hiss distorted agent are able to render themselves invisible. Oh, this guy. And emit a powerful concussive blast when in close range of their target. Curiously, the Hiss distorted is apparently not able to use both abilities at once. Yes, we have experienced that. Hiss Distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, or perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power. How does this invisibility work? Does the Distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use Hiss resonance to refract light? The physical deformation of this particular Hiss entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly, the human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts the question, are the corrupted simply animated corpses? I thought that was the running theory already. Is it not? Oh wait, no, I guess there was a question about whether or not they were reanimated, whether or not the people there were still alive, or if they're just like puppets or whatever. I kind of remember that. Alright. Hiss Warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They're able to telekinetically shield themselves, blah blah blah, and any in particular destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why do Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabited a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire a certain time? After a certain amount of time, does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. That's another Pope paper. Lisa Keenum, external investigator. For some time now, there has been a steady increase in the annual number of AWEs that the Bureau responds to between 2010 and 2015. We responded to redacted AWEs. For comparison, note that we only responded to redacted between 1995 and 2005. Is this rise a result of redacted, improvement in our detection procedures, or perhaps simply coincidence? We cannot say for sure, which is why this proposal for an AWE task force to be created within the hierarchy of investigators sector has been compiled. We need to spend more time examining what causes AWEs rather than just containing them. That's Probably smart. Probably a good idea to be able to get a handle on that if you can. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Oh, fuck. I am suddenly eepy and I do not wish to be. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box in the hypnosis lab, a section of the parapsychology division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that redacted within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. So it's not like shit's killing astronauts on a regular basis. Dylan faded observation. Breakfast is brought. Gets out of bed. Uses toilet. Returns to bed. Asks for television to be turned on. Staff do so. Lunch is brought. Breakfast is removed. They're getting rocked by the dozen. It said that deaths were rare. It was me, Betty. I was the hostile psychic entity all along. Ha ha. That fucking meme video of that guy is so goddamn psychotic. I love it. The fucking premature ejaculation thing is so, it's just so weird, so petty, needlessly for any, it's a weird thing to bring up, but anyway. Eats lunch, uses toilet, begins talking to self. Recording speech is not possible due to noise from television. Becomes upset, throws lunch tray at glass. Okay, so he's talking to himself for 4 minutes, then he gets mad and throws his lunch tray. 2 minutes later, he's been sedated, the cell's cleaned, and the television is turned off. 6:12, comes to, asks for television to be turned on. Staff refuse. And he goes to bed 4 minutes later. Television privileges were refused due to hostile behavior. I see. Doesn't he have a similar thing going on with him, like Jesse and Polaris have? Was that in that was in a doc, or maybe, I suppose, I'm assuming he does, and that's why he's like the way he be compared to Jesse. He's clearly talking to somebody. There's something in his head that's talking to him. Or he's crazy. But I would assume it's something in his head talking to him, because that's the kind of world this game is set in. Review. Incident in question occurred on Redacted and was brought to HR. According to reports reported by security camera footage, Agent Filson entered the staff kitchen with the intention of consuming his private meal, a homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container, but discovered the refrigerator had redacted his meal. Agent Filson began to kick the Bureau-owned appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. His behavior caused multiple staff members to become alarmed. Security was alerted soon after. Filson complied with security's demands to desist. Maria Summers in his cranium. Oh, well. If that's her decision, I suppose, cool. Bit of an odd place for a summer vacation, though. I suppose it would be cooler than where she currently lives, at least. Agent Filson was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing week. The review committee recommends one non-mandatory counseling session. Quarry incident. She gnaws at the pipes of his mind. As she should. Fucking getting distracted again. During my weekly safety inspection to the quarry threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of redacted. The whole team was redacted, aligned, and staring in a uniform direction. The city in the distance. Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained redacted for more than redacted minutes until I had to resort to literally redacted. Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for their behavior or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is to either shorten the length of their shifts or carry out mandatory psychological evaluations on a weekly basis, or preferably both. And maybe we should order another expedition to the city. I don't remember seeing a city in the distance in the quarry. Salvador's ID. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. What are these things down here on the ID? I can't zoom in on it and look at it. QR code? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's accurate at all, because there's little like words here, in here. This looks like it says USSR or user, probably would make more sense in the context, but I don't know what this says, but I think it starts with a C, and I think these two also start with a C. 7426877. Now we've got a bunch of other shit going on down here and some more numbers, I think. I don't know. Unread. Let's see. Astral. Okay. The threshold with effect. Redacted, manifested in the containment sector in the middle of the redacted department. Simultaneously, numerous redacted appeared in the area, injuring and killing many redacted. After rescue operations we completed and redacted, rangers were sent in to discover the threshold's epicenter. The sheer amount of redacted, this is the clock. Sheer amount of clocks made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated in the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of the clock horde. As redacted when introduced to more stable redacted. This is really odd what specifically they decide to redact on these things. With the recent arrival of the young redacted, presumably Dylan, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young child, I would assume. There are no other redacted for redacted to play with. There are no other children for Dylan to play with, and Dylan is expected to learn about a frightening new concepts. Solution. Dylan will require a slow, child-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce The Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee Dylan will respond positively to these videos. We can expect a child to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, we can't expect a child to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats. But as television has proven for years, children love puppets. Yeah. It is absolutely no wonder that Dylan went fucking insane. And, you know, Lazy, you're probably right. However, some of the people at this bureau seem relatively alright. Like, I wouldn't not trust them with it being in charge of a child. Like, I could imagine Pope not being terrible. For a little bit, at least, you know? Shouldn't be her entire job. But I'm sure there were other non-insane people who if I were raised exclusively on Threshold kids, I probably would be crawling around on all fours and ripping throats out with my teeth. Yeah. I don't know if he was raised exclusively on Threshold kids, though. I should hope not. Because there's only so much. I trust half of these people to open a package of fibers unsupervised. I suppose that's fair. Alright. Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location. A place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the place. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the astral entities, presumably, behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Refer to file 3/19/3811 for a full report. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity known as the Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Okay. Honestly, you assume they had him strapped into a chair, Clockwork Orange style, as they played all the episodes they knocked out over the course of an afternoon on loop. Why would he willingly ask for the television to be turned on then? The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. Fuck. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when the AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the Redacted and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. Funyun archetypes. Imagine having your entire personality compared to a specific shape of Funyun. It would have just as much, it would make just as much sense as astrology. Alright, so many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane. The objects were left behind as its borders receded. Plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through objects of power. I'll attempt to disprove some of these things in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Look at you with your skinny on one side and thick on the other, Funyun ass. Well, don't make fun of my Funyun shape. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the Redacted, an entity or group of entities that I assume this is the Hiss. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to assume from this point that we have little information on or little I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power and the Hiss, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. Actually, no, probably not, because I don't think Emily had a like, called it the Hiss when we met her. Anyway. His work supposes these links are innate and a fact ingrained into the very redacted of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the board, maybe, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the board? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the board is a natural fact and not something more, some redacted, I don't know what? Shit. What was the thing? It was something about Blackrock prisms? Blackrock prisms are unique formations of Blackrock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of Blackrock dampens apparent natural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range of redacted to redacted hertz. With perfect redacted harmonization, this report analyzes the reports of focusing a redacted through a harmonized prism onto a redacted, methods for imprinting of non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with properties of harmonized resonance. In the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to file redacted for the thing. Cool. Hit me with that unread, motherfucker. Alright, so you want to know how my mold research is getting on Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms, similar in appearance to redacted, construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these redacted are the original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is a truly ingenious little thing. Full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Have I been reading this entire time? We're getting another ad break here in a minute. Fuck. NSC, designed by our Deputy Chief Trench shortly before he became director. The container provides a safe method of extraction of Redacted's excess energy while acting as a humane way to house him. Okay, so it's Dylan. Dylan's excess energy. The coolant pumps keep the container and it's... Oh wait, no, this is the generator in the basement. Extracted of the pensioner's excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. The coolant pumps keep the container and its pensioner, occupant, I guess, entity from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted to the converters, where it is rendered into a redacted through the use of turbine generators. The electricity produced powers the entire bureau, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on the New York City grid. After NSC-01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of Redacted's power, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. NSC-02 possesses built-in special anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. Did they ever say what the motherfucker in the reactor is? Is it like a previous director, do you think? That got fucked up? Got weirded? While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. You believe so? Yeah. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities, attuned to too many things and became unstable. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact with the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the board's affiliation with the objects of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates redacted evaluates anyone, the board who evaluates who can or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally active than altered items. I don't know. Resonant, perhaps? Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have redacted altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. Refer to file 5299485 for full report. Darling's penning recently penned essay titled Redacted contains some glaring omission. That, you know, honestly, I respect redacting the title because that means you don't have to come up with a name for something. And I hate doing that when I'm writing stuff. I hate titling essays. I always feel like they're either way too boring or way too frivolous or, you know, like fun to actually be a proper title for a research paper or anything like that. And I hate it. I hate being caught in that weird gray zone. Anyway, ad started. I'm going to go pee and get a drink. BRB. the ingestion of Bakelite is not recommended by Bureau safety personnel. I can't stop you, though. I have something significantly more tasty than Bakelite phones, however. I have pumpkin pie with Cool Whip. Very tasty, yes. All right. Last little document we got here. Are you just eating? You don't know what Cool Whip is, I guess? It's whipped cream, sort of. It's not, I don't know if it actually is, but it serves the same purpose. It's actually, no, I'm pretty sure it's whipped cream with sugar in it. I guess puffed might also be a word that fits, but I don't think that's quite accurate. Okay. The entire premise of this essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau. While the mold is actively hostile, to use his words, we cannot determine the worth of those dimensions in their life forms using Bureau definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the redacted creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into redacted. Yes, admittedly, the application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Yes, yes. Unintentional ASMR stream time. But I'm gonna eat this fucking pie because it's tasty. Still wonder why the Left 4 Dead glitches. Game old. Work weird sometimes.
Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion. Hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end, contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's
okay.
to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
All right, Northmore is the one who's in the fucking reactor then. All it's missing is a slow and romantic 80s ballad. I don't know how that would fit into that, but okay. Oh, you mean the camera?
The containment sector
Yeah.
of the Opticon is home
Yeah,
to
you
the
right.
altered items we find and contain.
Pie.
It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg.
They meant the
big enough to blow this
ASMR?
world to dust.
I don't think that's
Place of worship
maybe.
filled
I don't know.
with
Knowing Umbra,
idols
it's possible.
of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable. Something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever reached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
My opinion on fungi is that they are really weird and capable of cool shit, so... Yeah. Marshall, Trench's behavior. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting oddly. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all this Hedron research in the first place, but after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in the person soon before the next Bureau heads meeting. Hands you a moral. I do not know what that one does, so I will not consume. All Bureau personnel are reminded to kindly not smoke in the quarry. Even though the quarry area is technically an outdoor space, it is still part of the Bureau, and therefore no smoking rule does apply. It's a normal edible mushroom. Hey, I don't know mushrooms good, okay? The ones I buy at the store are not named what they're actually called in, like, identification books and stuff. So, you know. Alright, not only blah, 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 don't smoke in the fucking quarry. Got it, cool. Hand you chicken of... What the fuck is chicken of the woods? Book Club Lopez, unless you reviewed by Captain Lopez. These days, most YA novels entwine the... Okay. Grows on trees? Oh, are they like, what do you call them? Oyster mushrooms? You know what joke they couldn't take from you? What joke could they not take from me? I'm going to assume it's a personal insult. What do you got? Hit me. You're a clown? Damn, I knew it. I knew it was coming. Fuck you, Subway. These days, most young adult novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance, unless you manage to do both. Fuck me? No, fuck you! Hey, I'm reading here. Ravens do grow on trees, it's true. They do that. Can't confirm. Sometimes they turn into a tree. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because dystopian future. And along the way, they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the Fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for a young adult. The main character succumbs to the Fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. Dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids. That's fair. It's fair. I feel didn't we need another book report from Lopez and it was like unhinged and stupid? It was so going into the bro, look at the bro, you know, and that he was up on the side of the like tyrannical fucking space empire or whatever. I think the joke is that it's a different book for each. Yeah, I know it's a book club. They go through multiple books. But I'm asking if anybody remembers if it's the same guy writing the report. Tyrannical space empires can be vibes, but okay, yeah. The first one was written by Samson, and this one's by Lopez. They're reading the same book, but it's a different book because altered item thing is what you're saying. Possible. It's definitely a possibility in the Bureau. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like, the actual proper airplane? Guess who they made catalog every individual piece of the plane to be examined for suspected altered status. I had to count every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected metal. And that's just on the exterior of the damn thing. You know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. Fuckers. God. Clog complaint. That gross blockage down in the water systems is back. The fuck is it? Where does it keep coming from? And why the hell does Ahti keep yelling nonsense at it? He acts like it can understand him. Of course, he acts like we can understand him too. Guess that's just his brain to crazy. I'm gonna try out a new drain cleaner. Extreme strength. Get out the Maxi Draino, motherfuckers. Ahti is rad. Ahti's a cool boy. Cool man. I'm gonna try... Yeah, okay. Mail tube complaint. Please ping me when see him. I'll try. Just to make sure. Hey, Bozer. Get this. The accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. They say the receipts probably got lost in the mail tubes because of a shift or a threshold or some fuckery. And that if I don't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is such bullshit. Why do we even use the fucking tubes if they just spit our mail out in some other goddamn dimension? Just venting here before I make a formal complaint. Useless pieces of shit. Tennyson report warning. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did is gonna get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down and stay off Trench's radar, you know? I tell you, not even counting all the weird shit we deal with, this place can be downright hostile work environment sometimes. Fuck. Why would you write this down? This seems like it would get you in some shit. Alright, Underhill checking in. Hello, Raya. How is it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You're always a woman of focus. I always admire that about you. Talk soon. Dr. Darling. Upcoming game reminder. Next game is Wednesday at 8, usual spot. Hazard owes me 20. Arish still on a fucking winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating, I swear to God. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you $60. I brought beers last time, so it's Hepstenstall's turn. Remus. Case files. I am not reading all of these right now. But I'll read this one because it's already marked as read. I am with you generally, but I just like seeing women with women, so any woman in the presence of another woman is fair game in my opinion. That's how shipping works, baby! Alright, no unique containment procedures required while bound. CRT television built by Benikoff & Sons Electrics. Screen is still functional. Object can levitate itself off the ground to a maximum observed altitude of redacted. When bound, the object allows utilitarians to harness the effect for their own use. See report redacted for the results, blah, blah, blah. Tested with prime candidate redacted. Object is currently bound by redacted. It's probably Jesse Faden. Or director Jesse Faden. Wait, no. Acquisition date. When the fuck was this? It doesn't say when the report was written, but, you know, whatever. And had bound, blah, blah, blah. Cool. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Goodbye for now.
There's not a door down there, right? No, I'm just losing my mind. Cool, love it.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
No, Jesse. Don't eat the mold. You were explicitly told not to do that.
Are those people?
You were explicitly told that eating the mold is how they fucking infect you. Don't do that. What the fuck? She'd eat moldy gummies? Eh, probably. I imagine that the fucking paranatural goddamn, what do you call it? Paranatural meme mold probably is a little bit of a mimetic hazard on top of being sweet. Although, arguably, sweet stuff is kind of a mimetic hazard on its own, in a way. Considering how, like... I don't know if it was just the proposed thing or not, but I feel like sugar addiction is an actual kind of thing. Because, you know, human physiology is built to acquire energy as efficiently as it possibly can and use as little of it as it can on a regular basis. It's like a biological imperative that's built into you. And sometimes the consciousness in your head can't quite keep a hold on.
Area's under quarantine.
I know, you fuckers. Controlling the tissues so that they don't do that. I could teleport to anywhere? Where to first? That's a very Subway answer. Why is my face scrambled up? I've been through some shit. Life is not kind to all of us. Ooh, Catwoman? Have you ever seen what a normal human's fingernails can do? Like, I know that people don't like actually think of them like that, but fingernails are dangerous. Fingernails can fuck you up if someone actually decides to use them. It may not be the most efficient or comfortable way of fighting someone, but, you know, fingernails are actually capable of causing serious injury on their own. Nails are there for a reason, it's true. Also, there are other things that can cause fights, cause scratches in a fight, depending upon the severity of the fight, you know. High velocity wood splinters, shrapnel from, I guess high velocity wood splinters from propelled by an explosion are shrapnel, technically speaking, but shrapnel in general, regardless of what actually is constructed of. Should have kept your musket on you? You know, honestly, the bolt action has been serving me pretty well so far, so I think I'm gonna stick with that. I have had a another slot that I just haven't had anything put into it. Ew, bolt action. What is this, California? First of all, how dare you disrespect my constitution? Second of all, what the fuck? Bolt actions are rad. Something action something bolt. Yeah, okay. I'll action your bolt if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean, but you know. Sniper wannabe? No? No, I don't. Okay. Bolt actions are like the swords of guns. You know, honestly, kind of, yeah, a little bit. In that they're not really a good primary armament for most soldiers, but there's a heroic connotation to them of some sort that doesn't really have anything to do with their specific function. I guess. I don't know. You could, yeah, it's oh. No, guns themselves are really fascinating pieces of machinery. But then again, every piece of machinery I've ever seen taken apart is, fascinating. Wasn't there a guy with a bow and sword in World War II? There's probably more than one, but the famous one is Mad Jack Churchill. Why doesn't this game have troll groaning like the one Senna was playing? Well, first of all, because it's not as cool as the one Senna was playing, and second of all, because there aren't trolls in here. Pretty simple when you think about it. Kinda gotta have trolls to have troll groaning. You know? Your American opinions on guns discarded? Well, shit, dude. That's rude. Wow. There's at least one troll in the chat? Well, then why the fuck aren't you assholes groaning? Do you want to see the bore of your gun? I mean, sure. I'm a little busy here, but I've seen the bore of guns before. It's not like it'll be new. But if you want to, I won't say no to seeing. Add me into the VC and you'll groan. No. No, I don't think I will. That's not what I wanted to do. Coward? No, I'm just busy. Sorry. Upgrade Shatter. Upgrade Shatter again. Yeah! 3-slot shotgun. Let's go. Youngins don't know nothing about your firearms, your fancy high-tech Gucci guns. The fuck are you talking about, my dude? Flintlocks are also rad. I do love me a flintlock. I've been trying to figure out how to build a Warhammer style witch hunter in Pathfinder for shit, I don't know how long. Probably close to 2 months now. And I think I've almost got the vibe, but I'm not quite there. It's gonna take, it's not a character you can like start out with, unfortunately. Or I guess you could. You could start out with it, but it wouldn't be quite the same. It would take a while to really actually seriously come online. Which, you know, shit happens. Okay, rate of fire and accuracy. Yeah, we'll keep accuracy. Or we'll use accuracy because I like accuracy. Accuracy makes me feel good. Missions. Alright, we're going to pneumatics real quick. Waiting for phone to charge? Guys, chat.
That's no normal piece of paper.
Subway asked me how fucked I would be in the coming Grail War, and then sent me a link to a random that just gives you a random entry on the servant on the fucking Fate wiki for servants. And I got Barghest, so I'm pretty fucked if you know what I mean. Fucker. Gotcha, motherfucker.
I need to find the other pages.
Also, what's up, bitch? Hi. Give me your blue. I require it. I don't remember how to get where I'm going. You got a laser. You got something, that's for sure. Eliminate his targets. Ah, oh, fuck. God damn it. I didn't know that's what was in the goddamn room. There had to be a fucking named guy right in front of me, too. Those random missions are such assholes sometimes. Alright. Going back to the mold basement. Apparently your laser thing's only listed ability is to live in a tree and turn people into gods. Yeah, that's from a part of the story I never got to. So, I don't know. I honestly got no fucking idea. What the fuck? Don't think that means you win because turning people into gods ain't fighting. No, but I mean, you could have it turn you into a god and then fight yourself. So, I guess that's winning? I don't know. Barghest is pretty strong, but I don't know if she's like win the Grail War with ease strong. He won't win if he fights himself, though. He'd lose even if he won. Not unless you make her turn into a calamity. I don't know. Don Quixote, so you're the real winner? Most people who were capable of god-slaying in their lives are restricted by their servant containers and not as powerful as they were as their whole selves. Usually, yeah. Grows near staircases, grows near pit. It's not, there's not one in here, right? Oh, here's one.
This must be one of the samples.
Don't eat it now. Nerd. Your Skyak, who is exactly at the right container, and her only condition as a godslayer is if you have divinity. She's kind of... Skyak is fucking ridiculous, yes. She is a highly silly individual. Desire to construct charge, but I don't have enough money. Wah! Stairs. Well, these are stairs. Is it near here? Oh, look. I think that's it. Come on, get up. Get up. Fucking ran into the smallest possible piece of mold to arrest your...
Found one.
Ascension to mold holder. Grows near televisions. Grows near the pit. So I guess it's down here then? Is this it? This is it, I assume.
This looks like a good one.
Yep, got it. There we go. Uh-oh! Down in the stanky mold land. LeMayo. Restrooms. Grows near toilets. Alright, it's down here then. Oh, yo, they got any fiber in there? Smoky Western blend. Ah, fuck! Okay then. So am I seeing things here, or did they is the internal Bureau brand name for Marlboro's Dude Bros. Is that am I seeing that correctly? They got Smoky Western Blend, Jack's Choice, Hard Boiled. What the fuck is that? Smokes something? Smokes mirror? Smokes and mirrors. Okay. Pyramid, Dude Bro, Schwarzerhand, and I can't read that last one, it's too small. I also can't be bothered to download the Wilds beta. I've got too much other stuff to play and it's not even out yet. And I'll play it a lot when it comes out, so. No rush. Enjoy a Dude Bro with your soda and fibers. Indeed. Yes. Collect, wait, did I get 5? If I get 6, do I like detonate?
This looks like a good one.
Oh, Lord.
That's all 5 samples. I should get these back to Underhill.
First of all, why does this pause? What have I done? Something terrible that none of us will enjoy.
Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well. But accidents do happen. Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food. And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
What the fuck? I think Gone might be another of Alan Wake's books. Could be. I would not be surprised to find out that it was. They got... Yo, anybody want some fibers? Crackers, maybe? Some trail mix? Potato chips? Got some proteins. Got a lot of fibers. What's this one up here? Hot and spicy peanuts? Who just has crackers in a fucking bag? What crackers would you just buy in a bag like that? Put your dog in a bag? Why would you do that? Why would you put your dog in a bag? And I'd have Cracker, and your dog is named Cracker? Good name for a dog. Yeah? Neat.
You look like a woman with mold for me.
Why the fuck does that... The white one is Cracker, you motherfucker.
I found L5.
Fuck's sake, people keep pinging me with shit.
But I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold or even of this dimension. I suspect
Makes
it
sense.
is the result of two incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold or fungus because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores.
I feel like I should ask to see her credentials.
There. That didn't take too long now, did it?
How the fuck did you do that
Ingest
fast?
this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jesse.
I mean, it's about as well thought out as everything else you've done since you came here.
Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
Bureau science ritual.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure. No need to hurry back.
Did she just pop a Zan? Nah, I mean, no. No, she did not. She
This must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
ingested a fungus pill that made all the super sugary smelling fungus smell like ass, so she doesn't want to eat it anymore. Because if you eat it, you get infected by the fungamold of not actually fungamold status, and you turn into a fungus person. This is bad. I do not want this.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threat, or whatever, making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
Oh, God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
Terrible motherfuckers. Oh, good. There's no map for this area. Thought I heard a fucking GTFO scout winding up and I damn near shit myself.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6. Splash mold. Ollie's straight up eating the vegetables now, because, well, why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find now?
So the man ate the fungus, his skin started turning green, and the other assholes are like, lol, LaMayo, that's hilarious. Clearly nothing is going wrong here. Fucking idiots. I feel like going down that way further is going to, in fact, advance stuff, and I don't want to advance stuff. I want to explore everything because I'm a dork. I am exploration goblin number 687. It'd be nice if there was a map for down here, though. Say that much. Real response. Yeah. It's a pretty common one for amongst gamers. Shit. I've already been in here. Turned around and lost. Labyrinth. Okay, so that's a loop. You're eating a single broccoli and instantly you turn green. Hey now. That's not the case at all. There we go, full health. Oi! Fuck you. Just fucking teleport through the walls?
Is that the source?
It looks like it.
It's kind of pretty.
I don't know. Oh, shit. Fuck. Gotcha, bitch. What the fuck? This boss is really cool looking, and you know, I actually think it's kind of neat. We'll see how long that lasts. Hopefully I don't die too many more times since I almost had it.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty. Nope.
on, buddy. Fuck. Damn it. How do I do damage to its face? It feels like it takes, I guess, I need to switch to something that isn't charge because it takes too long to charge up between weakness bits. Makes sense. Logical sense, yes. Did the game freeze? Yep. It just died. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Hold on. It's stuck, and I can't get out of it. I can't tab out of it to get my mouse to escape. Oh, boy. There we go. Now I have escaped. Fuck. All right, let's try. Shit. Oh boy. Fuck me sideways. F4 is not working. Control delete to pull the task manager gets me out of it until I click on anything. That was unintentional. The game is showing a black screen. If I click on Windows Task Manager on fucking Windows, then I lose my mouse and it gets locked over to the right. If I click on anything other than OBS, all right, I'm gonna have to kill everything and restart my computer. So we'll be back in a little bit.